Most criminal cases aren't lost at trial. They're lost in the first moments when a person makes contact with law enforcement. What happens is that they make statements to law enforcement that are ultimately used against them. It's important for somebody that is being investigated to seek representation by a lawyer to assist them in defending the case. What does that mean? Contact a lawyer as soon as you can, because if you are making a statement to law enforcement, those statements may cost you your case. Arrested in Colorado Springs, the first 24 hours could be the most important. What happens is, for many that haven't been in this situation, they don't know what to do. Let me walk you through this. Most cases do not go to trial in Colorado, but some do. And what you want is an attorney to represent you right away on the case, and I'll tell you why. When you're arrested, the first thing you want to do is make sure that any important evidence is being preserved. Depending on the type of case, it may differ, but by way of example, we may want to preserve cell phone texts, cell phone call information. We may want to go to the site of the scene and obtain physical evidence. We want to also ensure that the client is not speaking with law enforcement. This is an important thing that you need to know. If you are speaking with law enforcement, you may not be helping your case. If you speak with any experienced, prudent attorney, they will most likely tell you not to speak with law enforcement. And the reason is when you speak with law enforcement, these are considered admissions in the courtroom and they can be used against you. If at a later time we want to produce some information for law enforcement or give it to them later, we can. But within the first 24 hours, we want to first control what information we're giving law enforcement and obtaining what information we want to obtain to help you for your case. This can include obtaining an investigator. So if you're communicating to us, you need to talk to this witness, we can try and find that person. But if you're not telling us that, we can't get it and that information may be lost. As we move along on this, something that comes up is if you're incarcerated, we want to make sure that we're trying to get you the lowest possible bond amount for you to get out and assisting you with representation in court. If you have an advisement or need representation, it's important to contact an attorney. Bond is important because judges can place conditions that are on there, such as a no contact order, required alcohol or drug testing, and things like that. If law enforcement asks you to make a statement, it's many times prudent that you want to speak with an attorney. Many of us have seen on TV Miranda rights, and Miranda rights are protections for those that are being arrested so they don't make statements that harm them later. And while you may see that on TV, the simple answer is if you've been arrested and you're asked to make a statement by law enforcement, the prudent answer as a general rule is, I want to speak with an attorney. Sometimes what comes up is, what do I have to say to law enforcement? You have an absolute right to remain silent. What that means is if they ask you what happened, you don't have to answer that. What they can do is then arrest you based on the information that they have, but you have an absolute right to remain silent. The most prudent thing to do, though, is to ask for an attorney when you're being questioned by law enforcement. If you've been arrested in Colorado Springs, contact the Bussey law firm within the first 24 hours. It's important. We're happy to take your call. Our contact information is listed below. Feel free to leave us a comment and be sure to follow us at the Bussey law firm.